All right, take three once again because I'm going on on rants and rants that I keep spilling things that don't want to spill. I'm just trying to keep it again very neutral without spilling any personal information. Well, it is the morning after the election, and congratulations, America. I hope you're happy. Donald J. Trump is now our president. Cheers. I hope you're happy, because you really pulled a hell of a joke. You really pulled the blanket over our heads. I don't know what to say. Like, I got a text at 2 in the morning, and I didn't believe it because I thought my friend was just drunk at a bar, but nope. Open up the CNN app, and sure enough, it's Trump. Like, great. Now what? I'm like so feel blindsided. I feel terrified, disappointed. I think I can speak for all of us when we say that. It's just I don't get it because I was hearing all day that the polls were showing that Hillary was going to win or that Hillary was in the lead. And I felt a little confident about that, but then I still couldn't help but feel like, you know what, Trump is still in the running and he still has that chance to win. And that's it's just like I thought our country was so deeply divided on who we want to win, Trump or Hillary. But after last night, Trump winning by a landslide, I guess we're not as divided as I thought we were. And it's really disappointing. I hope you're happy, America. As that anchor from CNN just expressed last night, this is a white lash. It really is. You can say whatever you want about Hillary being a liar, but nowhere near as bad as Trump. Sorry, we're going to go on a little bit of a political rant here, but I think everyone is. So, you know what? Just consider this a grace period. Grace period for the next 4 fucking years. But anyways, it's just like we live in a country that's known as the melting pot, and we considered everyone to be our equals. We welcome everyone of all races and cultures to come in, and we want to share this country with them so they can have the same opportunities as the rest of us. But Trump as our president now just comes to show you that you know what, we're only accept everyone, okay? Like, if you're not white, then get out of our country. That's basically what everyone is saying right now. And it blows my mind. And like and you know what, like I don't know, like it's like I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. it's just really terrifying because I'm in the minority. I'm disabled. Yeah, I may look like your typical middle class white college girl who lives in suburbia, goes to a pretty good university. But I mean, I am Hispanic. My my mom, my uncle, my parents. I repeated myself. Let me try that again. My mom, dad, my uncles, my grandmother, all immigrated here from Colombia. My grandmother has a picture of her after she was officially a citizen, and she had a picture with someone dressed up as the Statue of Liberty. But she was in the picture with someone dressed as the Statue of Liberty and people of, if I remember correctly, people of all races in the photo too. And she looked so happy, and she lived in New York for like the next 30 years. Passed away last year. God rest her soul. My late uncle was a pilot, a doctor. He ran marathons. He ran a Chicago Marathon. He hiked the Grand Canyon. He was a pastor. My other uncle in California was a pilot. He's a pilot too, and he's a retired school teacher. My mom works for the government in D.C. So for Donald Trump to say that we have a lot of bad hombres in this country, it's like such an insult is putting it lightly. I can't fathom it. I grew up in Hispanic. I grew up with a Hispanic family. I grew up in the Hispanic community, and all my friends, my best friend is Hispanic. We're just like I know so many wonderful people, and it's just really unfortunate there are people out there that give us a bad name, and that's why Donald Trump thinks that we have a lot of bad hombres in this country. And I mean, it's not like he had my vote to begin with, but for him to actually say that, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't know, what's gonna happen to us now? Not just me or the disabled, all the Muslims, basically anyone who isn't white. What's gonna happen? It's just really terrifying. So I have like this horrible image in my head that it's gonna be like he's gonna somehow. I don't want to say it's gonna be like Germany because that's extreme and that was horrible. And I really, really hope that nothing on that scale is gonna happen here. I hope nothing like that happens here, but I can't help but think that Donald Trump is gonna like weed out everyone who is an upper class white Christian Republican. And like America, what can I say? Way to go. Good job. I almost wanted to cry last night when I got that news, but I didn't have it in me because I was just really hoping. Some part of me was kind of hoping that something was gonna happen, and it was just, and someone was gonna be like, "Yeah, just kidding. We don't want Donald Trump to be president at all. We want Hillary instead." But that's not going to happen. And this is what I was saying about about why this election was giving me anxiety. Because when you have anxiety, it's almost like you have like a sixth sense. Like, yeah, 9 times out of 10, when we're worrying about something, we're catastrophizing. We're thinking the worst thing is going to happen in said situation, and 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. But this election was giving me this feeling that Donald Trump was going to win. And I was right. I'm not saying that like I predicted the future. Like that's silly. It's just this is why I couldn't confidently say that Hillary was going to win because Trump has had that chance and he won by a landslide. It's just like for like the past 2 years, I thought this country was just so deeply divided on who we wanted to be president. But after last night, Trump winning by a landslide with like 289 electoral votes, I guess we're not as divided as I thought we were. Just goes to show that racism is still very, very much alive. I'm gonna agree with what that CNN anchor said last night that this was a white lash. And I have my friends tell me it'll be okay. I'm like, no, it's not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be okay. I just like it just terrifies me that something of this scale is gonna give me anxiety for the next 4 years. Like I just like wish I can like pack up my things and just like live in the middle of the woods for the next 4 years. Just like go live in a mountain somewhere. Just be cut off from everything because I cannot bear the thought of turning on the radio or turning on the news on TV and hearing somebody's voice saying President Trump. President Trump. That's like I think the best thing I can do right now is just besides move to Canada, which I would do in a heartbeat, but let's be real here. I think the best thing I'm gonna do is just refuse to acknowledge the fact that he's my president. I won't do it. Like Is Donald Trump gonna fix my student loans? Because that'd be pretty fucking awesome. But I don't know he's gonna do that because he's a son of a bitch. And he doesn't care about that because he didn't have it hard growing up. I mean, his father gave him a measly loan of $1 million. Like, all the rest of us have to take out student loans and financial aid and be like over $30,000 in debt when we graduate college, and then like we can get a somewhat decent job, but you'll get an even better one if you get your master's degree. I want to be a teacher, and I pray to God, I hope I'm not a teacher by the time I really, really hope by the time that he's out of office, I'm not going to be a teacher yet. Or like, sorry, other way around. I do not want to be a teacher while he's in office because I do not want to teach my kids. I do not want to teach my classroom of kids about our fabulous president Donald J. Trump because I don't know what to tell them. I don't want them to know who this man is, and I have them ask me, well, why is he running our country? I don't explain that to my kids. I'm going to be teaching kindergartners and first graders. No. I really, really have to turn off everything when I make these videos because I have the news on. I have the radio on right now on my TV, and they just said that Donald Trump officially changed his bio in his Twitter, saying he's now president-elect. Like, well, in about 10 minutes, Hillary's gonna be giving her concession speech. I don't even know. I can't wrap my mind around how this is gonna make me feel. As if I didn't have enough things to be stressed about right now. I have a man like Donald Trump running my country. I mean, that's all I have to say. I'm sad, disappointed. America has really, really let me down. And I feel like I'm just gonna be mourning from now on. Not forever, but you get the point. I feel like I'm in mourning. Great. Great job, America. Really hope you're proud of yourselves.